when the market dips, there's a lot of emotions that happen, and you want to be able to control those as an investor because most of the most successful investors in the world have been able to do so. Hey guys, it's Will. Hopefully you're doing okay because APLD dipped about 20% at one point today. You can see it's down about 13% today, and we've seen it dip down with the greater market. Almost every industry except for maybe oil and gas today was down. APLD, definitely one of the top data center companies we've been following over the last few months, made this correction. So if you look at the chart here, this kind of dates back to mid 2024. They were around $3 a share, and they had a very consistent uptrend and got up to $42 a share back here in January. So beginning of February here, they were selling down and selling down further, and then today we saw them sell down to this moving average, potentially selling down further. As we said, the bearish target would be that they sell down as low as $20 here down to this level, which would be another 15%. Just looking at the overall trend, it's possible. We would like to see that recovery of about 30 to 40% back up to that $42 range. But ultimately, they're sold down from 42. They're at 31.94 right now. And the bearish target would be that they do make their way down to $25, $27 a share. Now, I wouldn't like to see that, but as a long-term holder in the company, there's a volatility that's expected. And when you see things that shake the market like we saw today, U.S. stocks or all stocks having a pretty rough day. You got Super Micro Computer was up 12% though, and then also SYM in robotics was up another 5% or so. They did well. But CoreWeave down 6%. Hunt was down. You got TSSI was down. All these companies are just having a rough time. And so when we're looking at the APLD movement here, a couple things to consider. So first thing to consider when you're looking at APLD, you have the markets of data centers seeing a lot of growth. Their financials don't look bad. In fact, they increased their revenue to over $100 million. And you could see a lot of the hype articles. Are they a buy? Could you become a millionaire? Are you going to retire poor or buy this stock? You see that quite a lot. But I will tell you, if you're trying to operate at the highest level as an investor or trader right now, it's best to not look at the news too much and just go straight to the source. Looking at the financials here, you'll see the revenue's up to 250%, so they are increasing revenue. The balance sheet's up to $5 billion or $6 billion, and their market cap is still holding at $8.8 billion, despite recently signing over $15 billion in data center construction deals. That includes about $11 billion with CoreWeave, and there's some other companies that they're building data centers for that are putting them above that $15 billion in pipeline. So if you looked at that, you kind of looked at their partnerships with NVIDIA. One of the top investors in their company as well is going to be NVIDIA. And so I like the play, and this recent pullback today potentially could be a great opportunity. I'm actually adding on some of our longer term positions here, including APLD, but there is also volatility in that, hey, maybe you see it sell down further to that $27 range. But just looking at the insiders, right? If you were to look at the insider trading and the institutional buying, let's just take a look here at Applied Digital. According to NASDAQ, on the institutional holdings, you have 273 buys or increased positions, and then 135 decreased positions. So this is a large influx of capital from Vanguard and Jane Street. But what's the thing? You got BlackRock and State Street buying, but you see them sell off big time. So everyone is selling off right now as you see the market dip. As it's essentially entered correction zone here. And so just to watch out on the short term, once again, you see that drop down. I got little bits burned today after a huge drop on AMD. We entered into a trade and we ended up cutting losses at -2%. No problem there at that in that trade, but it was very quick, very volatile down, and it hit the stop pretty quick. And I didn't even really feel like trading. We didn't size up too big, maybe it's $5,000 to $10,000. But we had a really good trade yesterday, I believe it was, with BKSY, Black Sky. Good thing we got out, because right after that, you saw Black Sky today sell down 9.5%. Man, yeah, we sold yesterday at market open for a profit. And then today, we were not in any short-term trades, and then we bought in after the big dip on AMD, and it did dip down just about 2% from there, and it's still holding about 2%. As AMD dropped about 15% in total on the day. So you see APLD, the data center markets, once again, big correction, big opportunity as well. The new data center constructions are seeing huge revenues. The financials don't look alarming. In fact, they have plenty of equity. All right, they got over 2 billion seems in equity. They have increasing revenues of 250%. So I wouldn't really worry about the financial picture. I wouldn't really worry about even the chart. I mean, maybe the chart sells down a little bit further, down to 27. But if we didn't see this big correction today, you would be still hanging on a cliff here. We've been overbought. We saw the overbuy. We saw a big push up to $42. And while it's a shock, like always, when you see the red, it's not something we're not aware of or we haven't seen in the past. This is very common. I mean, look back here, October, you had a similar dip twice. And then you had multiple dips like that in November, selling down all the way to $19. And then, they're still gaining their momentum while they have new deals, while they're building for CoreWeave, and they have purchased a lot of the data center materials. They're already seeing some of the growth in their revenue, and Supermicro Computer and NVIDIA and Dell and Intel and Hewlett Packard as companies that they're working with. They're still in a volatile market. They're affected the same way as every other company, and every other company had some effects. For the most part today, they were pretty negative. So in the long term, once again, I'll continue to hold. This doesn't change anything for me. Even if we saw a sell down to 2025, I'm still very bull oriented over the next 18 months on the data center stocks. I think we're still near a ground zero actually. But when we're looking at that potential sell down, it is significant, right? Because if I had to trade, APLD 10 times, I would have to guess that probably, 6 times out of 10, you're going to see a correction from that top there that we saw at 42 down to here around 28, because it's up there. It's a premium, they're still a fairly early company. And so you're going to see that cross the data center market. You see that in a lot of cases. If you were to zoom in on any of the companies, TSSI is another one. They were starting to gain momentum. They pulled down. If you looked at, IREN, that's another one that's been getting momentum. And they started to push up as well to 63. They pulled back down, made some of the surge of that 15%. They gained about 12. They didn't make it all the way. And then look at that dip there. So they sell back down once again. And so it's very common, very normal. But again, when you get these large surges in the S&P 500 at all-time highs, a lot of the companies at all-time highs, you now enter territory where extra shifts in policy, extra shifts in the macro can have a greater effect. And so that is really it. The key here is to have a plan, right? I remember when I was first getting into investing, I had an uncle that got me into an S&P index fund when I was 18 years old. And I was in Vanguard at the time. And I remember when the markets were really volatile and I started trading and investing, and I made about $10,000. And that was profit. This is when the markets were doing quite well. And I remember him telling me, "You're in a damn close situation to losing all your money again." I said, "Whoa, why?" He said, "You need to know exactly what you did to get the results that you got. Because if you don't have a plan and you don't know why you've gained and why you've lost, today we're feeling fine because we were managing risk and we didn't get hit with any short-term stuff. The long-term hurts a little bit, but it's, our basis is good." And what I learned is that you always have a plan. It's key to have a plan. And if you are looking to look at the top investors in the world, you'll notice they all have risk to reward mapped out in the short term. So, that's really key, and I hope that that's been helpful for you all. We're looking for a lot of bullish continuation in the data center market, but with some of the markets pulling back in the last 2 days, you see the break in patterns. So once again, watching as they could sell back down even further, but just keep in mind that they can come back just as fast, and that's why we're going to want to pay attention to them closely here into the next day. If you guys want to tune on into our daily live trading sessions, it's going to be the second link to tune on in. Tomorrow, we have an exciting announcement related to Prophecy AI. If you are looking for a new and better way to find how to use AI in your investing, then you don't want to miss it. It's going to be tomorrow evening, and that's going to be at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow night. So I'd love to see you there. It's live on YouTube, and we'll be there live to demonstrate. Appreciate you all. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.